Hello everybody. Today we shall study about social learning theory by Bandura and psychosocial theory by Erikson. Let us see the two theories. First we'll take social learning theory by Bandura. Albert Bandura is known as the father of cognitive theory. Social learning theory is a theory of learning procedure and social conduct which suggests that new practices can be obtained by watching and mirroring others. It expresses that learning is an intellectual procedure that happens in a social setting and can be and can happen absolutely through perception or direct guidance, even without engine propagation or direct reinforcement. Notwithstanding the perception of conduct, learning likewise happens through the perception of remunerations and disciplines, a procedure known as vicarious support. At the point when a specific conduct is remunerated routinely, it will, in all probability, perseveres. On the other hand, if a specific conduct is continually rebuffed, it will no doubt digest. The theory develops customary social speculations in which conduct is represented exclusively by codifications by setting accentuation on the significant jobs of different inner procedures in the learning individual. He was born in December 1925 in a small town in northern Alberta, Canada, located approximately 50 miles from Edmonton. What the theory says, children observe the people around them behaving in various ways. This is illustrated during the famous Bobodel experiment. Individuals that are observed are called models. Number two, in society, children are surrounded by many influential models such as parents with the family, characters on children's television, friends with their peer group, and teachers at school. Third point, children pay attention to some of these people and encode their behavior. At a later time, they may imitate the behavior. At the later time, they do this regardless of whether the behavior is gender appropriate or not. But there are a number of processes that make it more likely that a child will reproduce the behavior that is society deems appropriate for its gender. The child is more likely to attend to and imitate those people it perceives as similar to itself. Consequently, it is more likely to imitate behavior modeled by people of the same gender. Reinforcement can be external or internal and can be positive or negative. If a child wants approvals from parents or peers, this approval is an external reinforcement. But feeling happy about being approved of is an internal reinforcement. Now, psychological theory by Erikson. Eric Smith Eric Smith Erikson was a German American developmental psychologist and psychoanalyst known for his theory on psychological development of human beings. Erickson's model of psychosocial development is an extremely significant, exceptionally respected, and important idea. The theory envisages that life is a series of lessons and challenges which help us to develop. Erickson's superb hypothesis helps to reveal to us why. The hypothesis is useful for youngster development and adults as well. For the light version, here's a snappy graph and summary. Additional details follow the underlying review. For more data than appears on this page, read Erickson's books. So he has in detail has given in his books. So particularly the Erickson's books. He was an honor-winning essayist, and this audit does not pass on the richness of Erickson's own explanations. It is also interesting to see how his ideas create after some time, perhaps helped by his own excursion through the psychosocial crisis stages model that supported his work. Erik Erikson first published his 8-stage hypothesis of human development in his 1950 book Childhood and Society. The part including the model was titled The 8 Ages of Man. He extended and refined his hypothesis in later books and revisions. Eminently, Identify the Life Cycle, which was written in 1959, Insight and Responsibility, which was written in 1964, The Life Cycle Completed, a review, which was written in 1982 and revised in 1996 by John Erickson. And Vital Involvement in Old Age, that is written in 1989. Erickson's life history, is a life history that becomes a story, leads more books. Various terms are used to describe Erickson's model. For instance, Erickson's biopsychosocial or biopsychosocial hypothesis. Bio refers to natural, which in this settings means life. Erickson's human development cycle or life cycle and variations of these all allude to the same 8 stages, that is psychosocial hypothesis, it being Erickson's most distinct work and astounding model. The word psychosocial is Erickson's term successfully from the word psychological, means brain, and social means relationship. Erickson accepted that his psychosocial guideline is hereditarily unavoidable in shaping human development. It occurs in all individuals. He also alluded to his hypothesis as epigenesis and epigenetic role, which signified the idea's significance to advancement, that is past and future, and genetics. Erickson clarified his use of the word epigenesis thus: epi can signify above in space as well as in the past in time, and regarding genesis can well represent the space-time nature of all development. In Erickson's hypothesis, epigenetic subsequently does not allude to individual hereditary makeup and its impact on singular development. This was not vital to Erickson's ideas. Erickson, similar to Freud, was to a great extent worried about how personality and conduct is impacted after birth, not before birth, and especially during adolescence. In the nature versus support, genes versus experience, banter, Erickson was immovably focused on certain and experiences. He proposes 8 stages. Stage 1, birth to 1 year, that leads to trust versus mistrust. Infants must rely on others for care. Basic trust develops when needs are met, that's attachment. Stage 2, from 1 to 3 years, autonomy versus shame doubt. Children are discovering their own independence, learning to do things for oneself. Stage 3, 3 to 5 years. Initiative versus guilt. One become more independent and sense of accomplishment leads to initiative. Stage 4, 5 to 12 years. Industry versus inferiority. Stage of life surrounding mastery of knowledge and intellectual skills. Sense of competence develops. Stage 5, 12 to 19 years. Adolescence. The adolescence path to successful identity achievement begins with identity diffusion. Stage 6, 20 to 40, that is young adulthood. Capacity to hold commitments with others leads to intimacy. Stage 7, 40 to 60, that is middle adulthood. Middle aged discover a sense of contribution to this world and parenting is important event. Stage 8, 60 plus, that is a late adulthood. Sense of fulfillment leads to integrity. So these are the stages emphasized by a very eminent personality, that was Erickson. I hope you got the information about the two theories. Enjoy the session, enjoy the day, and protect against COVID-19.